Would you look at the time? It's time for another video. Good day to you, my fellow adventurers, throughout time and space. It is I, the Cowardly Time Lord, welcoming you to another LEGO review video. As you can see, there is many a Star Wars thing on this table today. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say here. There's a lot of Star Wars. The visual dictionary just arrived yesterday. I was not expecting it to be a part of this review video, but I read through it. Noticed a few mistakes here and there in the visual dictionary. Nothing too inexcusable. I don't know. But there were a few mistakes I could definitely spot, such as it claiming that only one astromech droid has a transparent head. I mean, the one they showed is probably the most transparent head, but it's not the only one with a transparent head. In fact, there are ones with transparent heads featured on other pages in the book. So I don't know what that's about. Aside from that, it also said Qui-Gon Jinn's hairpiece is totally unique to his figure. Tasu Leech uses the same hair, but in a different color. Just the things you notice. Anyways, let's get on to the stuff. Let's go through the Advent Calendar builds from the Advent Calendar from last year. I've had this sitting in a bag until such a time as I could easily do a very Star Wars themed video. So we have Omega on a sleigh, the Justifier, the Mandalorian's Naboo Starfighter, a Santa Claus pit droid, which I absolutely love, a clone turbo tank / juggernaut, 212th Trooper, a little command station, a battle droid, a STAP, a Hailfire droid, an AAT, right? That's what they are. Armored Assault Tanks. Yeah, that sounds right. Reindeer Gonk droid, absolutely love it. Imperial Shuttle Tidarium, Princess Leia in an Endor outfit, Ewok Village, Endor Bunker, ATST, Endor Speeder Bike, Endor Death Star Shield Dish, Emperor Palpatine, a throne, a Star Destroyer, an Ewok Lighter, and then the Christmas Ewok. Yay! That's that entire row of things done. I'm going to clear this out sort of row by row, going from left to right. That's the plan for this video. So then over here we have the clone Airborne Trooper, old-fashioned, original one, which means I have very few unique clones left to get for my collection. Really, the only one I can think of is the Phase 1 clone lieutenant with leg printing from the Hailfire droid set. That's the last thing I need to get. Now, I do have the UCS Venator. I've shown that off in previous videos. I do have the box for the UCS Venator. I, however, don't have the ability to build it right now. So I just took Admiral Yularen and Captain Rex from the UCS Venator set. I took them out and have them here. Very happy to have them. I'm thinking of doing a Republic, to show off all my Republic minifigures in my next video. That means basically any character on the good side during the prequel trilogy or before. That is my plan for the next video. That's kind of how I feel about things. And then we have a Demotech droid, which I believe is one of those vacuum droids that explodes. I don't know. That's all I can think of about when I saw that thing. Apparently it was an advent calendar from previous year that I did not get. Then we have this worker droid, which is from a book. This this gonk droid that was from the boost gift with purchase thing. Yeah, I'm just saying what I know these are from. Specialized mouse droid, also from the boost package. An Imperial spy droid, which was also from a kid's book. This gonk droid, which is from a blister pack blind bag. No, well, it isn't a blind bag because you know what's inside it. But from overseas. 2 Wookiee slaves without the armband printing. I know, don't ask. I just wanted them. A Stormtrooper Sergeant from Rebels. Bought him recently. T-16 Skyhopper pilot. An extra Rebel pilot. I don't know why the hands are light gray. I don't know what he's from. I cannot figure it out. I think it might be mixing parts of 2 different minifigures. I'm counting it as a unique character because of reasons of there's a named Star Wars character from a Lego book thing that has that helmet and design that's different from the named character that actually has that design. I know, I'm weird. Some extra Hoth guys, because why not? A-Wing pilot, I know he has a name, but I don't know it. General Veers with printed legs, because why not? It was relatively cheap. And 2 First Order Heavy Troopers. Yay, why not? I'm insane, clearly. I'm clinically insane and addicted to Lego. Then I already showed off these custom guys in my last video, but I figure, well, if you've seen if you're seeing this video, you probably saw last video. That video was somehow my most popular ever on my YouTube channel, so I hope you enjoy this one as well. And thank you to everyone who made my Lego Star Wars May 4th custom builds, my very highest liked video, my most viewed video, just the best video on my channel so far. Thank you to everyone who did that. Truly, truly, truly. I am so thankful. And I hope you enjoy my content. I'm sorry if you originally subscribed back in the days when I did video gaming. I am now a Lego review channel. I want to get back to video gaming someday, but I don't have a good setup for it. And the app that I've used to play video games for a while now just been massively downgraded, and there's a pop-up notification every 4 minutes when I'm playing a game on it. Because I was trying to get back to where I was in Final Fantasy IV so I could continue that series. But that's not happening. I am so sorry. Anyways, so we have Garrick Versio there from Star Wars Battlefront games. The Client, who I have since added a cape to since my last video, because I thought, it looks better with a cape. Dr. Penn Pershing, Moden Kennedy, and Rey with an actual yellow lightsaber beam, unlike this fake yellow lightsaber beam. The actual yellow one that was from a DC set featuring Sinestro. Yes, I do know where the piece is from. I found this specific one at Bricks and Minifigs in California when I was there last year, and I've just been waiting for a correct time to show it off. Anyways, as I have now gone through all these rows of minifigures, I guess I can go through the 25th anniversary minifigures. So this is the 25th anniversary Darth Maul that is featured in the visual dictionary. You can see on the back, if it will focus. There we are. 25 years of Lego Star Wars. Come on, focus. There we are. There's the classic Darth Maul, which actually has a lot better eyes than the new Darth Maul. Anyways, yes. Then of course we have fives, which yes, I updated them with the blue things. I know people always ask me about why I do the blue things and the gray things and everything. And I gave Saw Gerrera a gun. It's just a thing I do. Please don't question it anymore. I'm really tired of it. But I understand. I do. I'm weird. My cousin started doing it. I followed suit after him. And then we eventually just decided that I would do it to mark which figures are mine. Because we both had Lego Star Wars collections at the time. And I've just kept doing it. And I usually use it as identifying markers for higher ranking characters. Because also I have a grandmother who knows nothing, who I used to bring my collection over to, so that was also part of the reason. And then Darth Malik, who I gave a chrome lightsaber hilt to, because anyone from the Old Republic is deserving of a chrome lightsaber, despite the fact that I've never played the Old Republic video games. I'm honest. What can I say? I'm an honest guy. So, anyways, that's all the minifigures not attached to a set currently here. So, I'm going to pause here and be right back. Okay, here we are back. I kind of just moved everything everywhere, so if you hear something fall in the background, it's probably just a minifigure or one of the advent calendar belts. Because I kind of had to move everything everywhere to get to this point. Anyways, so here we have two of the new Droids versus Clones battle pack with the new Super Battle Droids, the new and improved. I don't know how, but apparently the legs are more sturdy, which is a good thing. I've had to replace some legs recently on some of my old Super Battle Droids. Why am I talking like this? No one will ever know! Anyways, the shock troopers are very cool. And yes, I know I always try to mirror out my soldiers. I don't know why I do that. It's something I do. And all my regular soldiers. Rank and file. But yes, so overall thoughts on this. It's a good set. It's a good set for army building. If you want a shit ton of shock troopers for your Coruscant Guard gunship, if you want plenty of Phase 2 blank clones, this is your set. And also the new Super Battle Droids are very much worth it. I will be switching out parts on these on the B1s and taking them off their staps because I'm not crazy about the staps. I know. It might be a shock to some, but it's not my thing. The Octopara droids are very, very cool. A little lanky and they kind of break apart easily, especially you can't pick them up by the top of their dome, because that'll just pop right off. And then over there we have the Crimson Firehawk 4+ set. Can I say something about 4+ sets? I think the prints on them are beautiful. No stickers to be found. And that just makes them all the more amazing. And I love the side builds. I'm not gonna lie. I think the side builds are amazing, except for the little speeder. That's kind of pathetic, admittedly. But overall, I think the Crimson Firehawk is a brilliant little set. I love the little grill with the fish on it. Love the little crate boxes and the little food stand. Brilliant little side builds. Can we get more of that in regular Lego? Well, in Star Wars? I want more civilian stuff. I know it's Star Wars, but where's the civilian crafts? Where are just the random balls to the wall stuff for Star Wars? Come on! I mean, yes, I know everyone memed the lamppost build, which I did update with a single piece to make it slightly more sturdy. But I love the side builds. I think they're amazing. I'm not gonna stop saying it. Alright, well, actually, I'm gonna go back to this for a second, though. One thing I don't really like is the clone builds. I think the clone builds for the Clones vs. Droids Battle Pack are kind of lacking. The clone figures are enough. The speeder is a little short, in my opinion. I know it's based on the classic speeder, but I'd prefer they just one-for-one recreated the classic speeder from the, what was it, 2007, 2008 Battle Pack? The Clones Battle Pack from back then. Loved that set. Loved it. One of my very first ones. And then these little gunner turds, whatever. It's whatever. Okay. Now that I've talked about that, I can just shunt them over to the side a bit more. Sorry. Then we have Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator. You open this up to put in the Darth Maul's drones. It's very colorful on the inside, this build. I will say that. Then you pull on this tab to open the thing, and they should come dropping out. Whoa, let's not lose them. Yeah, I think that is pretty cool, and I like the mechanism of how this locks into place. Very subtle locking mechanism. Very easy to play with. And then, of course, did I just break the firing mechanism of this set? Oh dear. I did. I broke the firing mechanism. Okay, this is falling apart. Error. Okay, and you just press down on here to fire out the bolt. There's 2 bolts, by the way, just so we're perfectly clear. The landing gear is quite sturdy, so that's a good sign. And the back opens up quite nicely. Oops. Sometimes I think I'm too strong for my own good when it comes to collecting, and yeah. Little Darth Maul's little speeder, and it just slides right in. Nice way to store it inside the build and make the cockpit seem more functional. Maybe if I closed it in the right way, that would be helpful. There we are. Nice and good. Yeah. Okay. So, I managed to get 2 of this free gift with purchase. How did I do that? Well, I didn't go to the Lego store alone and bought enough Lego to make up 2 things. Oh, I should mention with the Darth Malak thing. Where is the buildable R2, you might be wondering? Well, you see, that was a gift from my mother for her birthday, which happens to be in May. So, that was why. My mother got to, it was, and the rest of the Lego to make up the price, it was also gifts from my mother. I think I mentioned that in a previous video, didn't I? I don't remember. Anyways, so I got 2 of it. Overall, I actually didn't like the build too much. Lots of battle droids. And I think it's a shame that most people won't be buying it, that won't be able to get it, that want it just for the sheer army building perspective. But this part slides out just too easily, in my opinion. Just too easily. And yes, these extra little blasters are for the droid pilots. But as for a droid troop transport, this is great. This is a great set. Just the back part falls off just a little tiny bit too easily for my liking. Anyways, now that can go over there. The Grogu escape The BARC Speeder Chase, or whatever it's called. Grogu Escape with Master Kelleran Beck. Grogu and 2 501st Troopers, and I upgrade the lamp to make it more sturdy where it goes, where the lamp actually connects. Adding 1 extra hollow stud piece. And I think that even looks better. Feel free to take that design. I know, I'm such a creative mockist, aren't I? Abso-positively-lutely. No, I'm really not. Anyways, Kelleran Beck. Love the figure. Love the printing on the Jedi robes. I love it so much. Very cool figure. Green and blue lightsabers that aren't his. Grogu in his little pod. Always happy to have more Grogu pods. Baby Yoda. Anyways, over here we have an X-Wing Starfighter. I already had Porkins and the Droid. And in fact, now I have 3 of that particular astromech. That particular looking astromech. But I am not complaining. It will fit in. It's just a rank and file astromech droid for the collection. Of course, Luke and R2-D2 are very much duplicate figures that I won't care too much extra about. Overall, it's a pretty bog standard X-Wing, but I do love how the old X-Wings are compared to the newer ones. Maybe that's just me. There we are. I love the X-Wings. One day I'll have to show off all my different X-Wings over the years. Same thing with all the Delta 7s. And their class interceptors. I don't know if I'm saying anything right anymore. It's hot here. As you might have noticed, I'm kind of wearing very, very short sleeves. Anyways, on to stuff like the Invisible Hand, which relatively easily breaks into 2, so you can recreate the scene in micro diorama form. And I decided to just move it so that from there, so it actually has the little 25 years of Lego Star Wars, this little plaque there. I think that looks better overall. Technically, I could, with the fact that I have extras because of that, I could take off the other. Ooh, that's an idea. I might do that. Just for the fact of displaying the part overall. Anyways, yes, Invisible Hand needs to be made into an actual proper Lego set with minifigures. Why do none of these miniature builds even come with a single minifigure to be collectible? We're already paying a shit ton for a set to just display. And hopefully very soon I will be getting a setup where I can actually display my Lego. Yay! I'm starting to get shelves put up. Hooray! Anyways, here we have Boarding the Tantive IV. I will be counting the extra Captain Antilles as his own figure for my collection. The 2 regular Rebel Fleet Troopers, 2 Stormtroopers, and of course, Darth Vader. There it is. Play features. Okay, now these sets I also got last year, way early on. I needed to order pieces to replace pieces on this set in particular. There were parts missing. So yeah, and I know that that's technically not correct because the actual piece from the set had a rounded edge, not the flat edge. I know, who would notice that besides someone crazy like me? But it was cheaper to get the ones with the flat edge, even though the flat edge has actually appeared in fewer sets in this color than the rounded edge one. Now, that was something interesting to learn. But of course, most of this build is made out of era accurate pieces, but there were certain pieces I needed to replace that weren't quite era accurate. So please forgive me on that. The chrome lightsaber is, of course, worn through because of age. The Tusken Raider minifigures, brilliant, beautiful, love them. The moisturizing tower, very cool build, nice little thing inside. I was very happy with it overall. The old AAT. Love it. Love it. Everything about it. The printed piece. I know there's a price tag still on it because I'm not quite ready to take the price tag off. I don't know why. I get like that. I do. The battle droids are, as you would expect from battle droids so old, kind of falling apart. But overall, I'm very, very happy with it. Very cool little bit inside. I think, no, that part doesn't really detach at all. No, it doesn't. But you can put the blasters there inside. And yeah, and then of course there's a little interior in there for the other battle droid to go in. So you can put one in the turret and one in the main part of the tank. I thought about modifying it a bit, especially the barrel, but then I decided against it. Oh, those stiff old joints on the Lego set. Anyways, very cool build. Was very happy to find it at such a relatively good price for what it is and how old it is. And then finally, the Millennium Falcon holiday diorama with BB-8, Rey, Finn, Chewbacca, and a Porg. Another Porg for the Porg God. Anyways, I think this build is overall pretty nice for what it is. Got a place for holding the lightsabers. This is supposed to be a bed or something. I think it's a beautiful little build, and I am happy to have built it. And yes, I know this video covers all eras of Star Wars. So I hope you enjoyed. So anyways, this looks like a good place to end off for today's video. So this is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off and saying have a good day or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Bye-bye now.